When I was a young man, I took a lot of trips to Africa, and I was working with a tribe that to transition from young man to manhood, you had to go and kill a lion. And actually, this is a blanket that they would wear, but they'd also sleep with at night, etc. And this is actually one of the spears that behind me that would have been used on one of these lion hunts. And I remember as a young man, I'm walking through the woods, not the woods actually, it was more savanna, in the early morning along this ridge, and it's still dark, and I was thinking, oh, if I was confronted with a lion, because we were right on the edge of the game park where there were lots of lions and hyenas and stuff, and I was like, could I handle it? Would I be man enough to stand down a lion? And outrageously overestimating my manhood, suddenly there came out of the darkness a bunch of yippy little yellow dogs, because every hut has yellow dogs all around it that protect it. They're more like an alarm system. They're not probably much good against hyenas or anything, but at least they'll let you know it's coming. Scared me out of my wits, and looking back, it's hilarious because I'm thinking I'm ready to face down a lion, and I about lose it when I'm confronted by a bunch of little yellow yippy dogs. What's the analogy? The analogy is so many of us as Christians, like me back then, I also thought I was ready to take on the devil in Africa. I'm ready to go with my burning heart and save the orphans and evangelize the poor lost Africans and bring in economic development and spiritual transformation and bring my men's group guys over with me, and yeah, we're going to take over in the name of Jesus. And I was about as ready for that spiritual battle as I was ready to face down a lion at that time. Why did Jesus have to wait till he was 30 years old to go into ministry, even though he could take everybody down in the temple when he was 12? Why did Joseph need over a decade of preparation in Egypt, getting pummeled and thrown in prison and humbled and figure out what his gifts are for over a decade before he was ready to rule the world and fulfill the vision God gave him? Why did David get chased around by a madman in the wilderness for over a decade before he was ready to be king of Israel? We're not ready to fulfill the visions that are in our hearts. Most of us are just naive, foolish children that have decades of training before we're anywhere close to ready to face down that lion, the devil, the opposition that we think we're ready to face today. So don't be surprised when you lose your battles. Give it time, take a deep breath, push in, prepare, and then maybe at some point, if you don't get taken out or bitter or frustrated at God for not giving you the victory yesterday, he'll prepare you so that you can do some good in this world.